I'm going to show us how to do a mail merge so that we can print out labels and stick them on envelopes instead of handwriting all the addresses. And so to do that, we're going to start with a blank document. And on the Mailings tab, what's really nice is that Word has made it very easy for us by giving us a step-by-step mail wizard. And as soon as I select it, a menu on the right pops up, and basically I just follow these questions and the steps down here at the bottom. So there's 1 of 6. So the first thing is what type of document are we working on? We're going to say labels. I go down to next. Then it says, how do you want to set up your mailing labels? I'm going to choose label options because I'm going to tell it what kind of label I'm going to be using. And I went to Staples and I bought the Avery US letter kind, and it is model or product number 5160. And a trick there is you can click right in here, you can scroll, or you just select it and you type 1560 rather quickly and it'll pull right up. I just make sure what the label is. That's it. I say OK. And what happens is if I click here, you can see it. It basically set the template up. So it gave it 3 columns, and each one of these is one of the labels themselves. So you can see it if you click that. And there you can see that it's obviously marking the margins a certain way. So now I'm done with that. I go down to the next. I select my recipients, and I'm going to use an existing list. So I'm going to browse for wherever it is I have stored that database I put together of the people, the addresses. And as soon as I select it, it says mail merge recipient. So it pulls from that file, and it has all the columns that I had in that database. And I just say, okay, that's the one. And as soon as I do it, you can see that it says next record. So it's preparing to start pulling those names. But before I do that, I'm going to make sure my cursor is in this first one, and I'm going to go down to next, arrange my labels. And this is where I need to tell it what I want each record to look like. So I'm going to choose address block, and you can see there's some other options if I ever needed to use them. But right now it's an address block, which I want to look like this. If I wanted to change the way their name was, maybe just first name, which I don't want to do when I'm doing an address, but if I was maybe sending a letter, maybe I would just want it to say their first name. Sending a letter if I was printing out letters as opposed to labels. But we're going to do the full name. And the other thing we're going to do is match fields, because if you notice there's no apartment number there. So I just go here, this is what's possible for the address block, and this is what's in my database. So I just need to match address to, it says not matched, so I'm going to click on it and I'm going to say unit, and now it will also pull the apartment or unit number. I say OK, and now you'll see that it says address block right there. So now that's been inserted in only this one. I need it to be in every single one. So I'm going to go down here to update all labels, and you can see it is now in every single one. Then I go to next preview, and it actually pulls from that database. And notice that it's not quite fitting, so I'm going to click on this, and I'm going to go to the Home tab, and I'm going to go here to the Remove Space, and I'm just going to pull those a little closer. And now it's pretty much all done. I could go to Next, Complete, and I can either print or edit individual labels, but we're all set, and that's it.